Hello dear students, very good morning to all of you of my class 10th students. Now here I am Manoj Mishra of your computer teacher from LP Public School Gola Badar. Dear students, in previous video we have learned about, we have revision the chapters, chapter 1 and 2, and now here this is the unit 3, this is the chapter 3 from part A. Now here we are going to revise the syllabus, revise the chapters here. And here is the chapter is Information and Communication Technology Skills. So dear students, here you can see skills. It means you should also prepare yourself, it should also enhance your skills in information and communication technology. So here is the first of all introduction. How to introduce these things? First of all, you should know that an operating system is a system software that manages computer hardware by acting as an intermediary between the user and the hardware. So dear student, there are various types of operating systems which are used for different purposes. You know very well that most of applications, most of operating systems are available in the market, and different locations in different places these things will be used. Okay, so the operating system for mainframe computers is designed to optimize the utilization of computer hardware. So the operating system for personal computer supports complex games and provides a good interface to a single user. And the operating system for handheld computers are designed to give an environment where a user can easily interact with the computer. And in other words, it can be said that some operating systems are designed to be convenient, and also some for efficiency and some for a combination of both. Okay, you should see all the things very carefully, learn all the things very carefully, and in this unit you learn about the operating system. It means that in this chapter we are going to learn about the operating system, that how operating system will work and how can I work with the operating system, interact with the operating system. So lots of features mentioned here, and also mentioned that after this you learn about the Windows 7 operating system. It means in this chapter, in this unit, we are going to learn about Windows 7. And before it, I want to inform you, I want to tell you the types of OS. First of all, types of operating system. Dear students, you must fix operating system. You know well, operating system is two types. One is CMD, command base OS होते हैं, and second one is GUI, graphical user interface. Means command line user interface. And GUI is the second, graphical user interface. So here is the list. In CUI, DOS, desktop operating system. And here is the second, Linux. Third is Unix. We will found this is a CUI based operating system, only keywords. Okay, and GUI based operating system, Windows 98, Windows XP, Windows Vista, so dear student, you can see here, this is the Windows, this is the CMD. CMD means only command. Only commands are used in these operating systems, means only keywords will be used. But here GUI means graphical user interface. You know well that what is the means of graphics. Graphics means image, play parts, video, whatever, more of things like image graphics. You will graphics things you will found here. That is a Windows 98, Windows XP, Windows Vista, 7, 8, 8.1 and 10. And I have mentioned these oldest, then updated, then updated, then updated, then and this is the latest OS. OS means operating system. So by this way you can understand the operating system basically two types. Okay. And next one is according to your, actually this is the basic types, and according to your book mentioned here, an operating system is a system software. First of all, if you are describing operating system, then what is operating system? First question is, you can describe as operating system. Operating system means, what is operating system? An operating system is a system software that acts as an interface between the user and computer. Hardware. It is a specialized. Okay. So if anybody asks to you that what is an operating system, you can directly answer that an operating system is a system software that acts as an interface between the user and computer hardware. This line you should explain, using for explaining operating system, for introducing operating system. And next thing, it is a specialized set of programs that is used to manage the resources of a computer, as well as to control and monitor the execution of other programs. I show means figure shows here that how the work of an operating system. Now I want to tell you. So see here, first of all, this is the user, and user after system software, and application software. So by this way, dear student, you can say that this is the user interface. User interface means this is the user. If user want to work, first of all, this is attached with the application software or the system software, and afterward operating system, and afterward hardware. It means that all the things are required for processing of a computer, for working of a computer. So it means if you want to clear the things, if you want to learn all the things or understood the things, so you should know must user interact with the hardware also, operating system also, and application softwares also, system softwares also. And also hardware interact with the users, system software, operating system. Operating system is also interact with the users, softwares and hardware, whatever. All the things are required for complete processing of a computer of the data. है ना? Next here, according to your book mentioned here the types of operating system. So there are various types of operating system. These are listed as follows. Actually, I have mentioned is a basic type of operating system. Basically, operating system is two types. That one you have mentioned in your things. And now here mentioned in your book that type of operating system means there are various types of operating systems. These are listed as follows. Means number one, batch operating system. Next one is distributed operating system. Next one is multi-programming operating system. Next is clustered operating system, multiprocessor operating system, and real-time operating system. So dear student, you can see here these all the types of operating system according to the work, according to the performance of the computer. These are described here. These are described as a type of operating systems here. So first of all, let us learn about the operating system in the following sections. Here is described all the things. So first of all, mention batch operating system. You should understand that what is the batch of operating system. Batch operating system. So dear students, according to the book mentioned here, batch operating system means that some computer systems do only one thing at a time. Some computer systems do only one thing at a time. So the list of instructions is carried out one after the one. So such systems are called serial systems. Such systems means that those systems whose are working only one program at a time. It means those are serial systems. So the operating system where programs are collected in a batch or a group before the execution start is called a batch operating system. Okay, so each task in the batch operating system is called a job, and it is very simple to manage memory, and in the batch operating system memory is divided into two areas. One is the operating system and the other one is the program area. Okay, so an operating system is the resident portion of the memory and the user program. So program area is the transist portion of the memory, and an operating system will have a primary memory and a permanent memory space in a batch operating system. So memory management here is the user program area is the portion of memory that will be allotted to users on the basis of their requirement, and the jobs are processed in order of their submission. When a job completes its execution, the memory occupied by that job is released and the output is spooled for printing. It uses a disk outputting data of the other devices. So this type of operating system is come in the batch operating system. Okay. Next one is multi-programming operating system. Multi-programming means when two or more programs are in the memory at the same time. Suppose that you have a memory, and in memory two or more programs at a time. It means they share the processor and they share by the processors and processing of the computers. So this is only one processor that is being shared by multiple processes. So such operating system increases the central processing unit, means CPU, utilization because CPU is never idle, है ना. So multi-programming operating system keeps many jobs in the main memory at one time. So the operating system picks up one job from the main memory and begins to execute it. In this way, operating system, the state of all active programs is monitored. This ensures that CPU never remains idle unless there is no job left. So it's by this way you can understand that two or more programs when running in a same computer at a time, that means that computer is a multi-programming operating system. That operating system is a multi-programming operating system. Okay. In this sequence, multi-processor operating system, it means multi-processing operating system has more than one processor. Microprocessor, CPU, they share a common clock, input-output memory, system clock, sometimes memory also. So two processes can run parallel in this type of operating system. The multiprocessor has are of two types, and one is symmetric and the other one is asymmetric. It means in the symmetric multiprocessing system, operating system, a common memory is shared by multiple processors, and all the processors can communicate with each other. And in the asymmetric multiprocessing operating system means each processor has its own operating system, or we can say there is no shared memory among processors. Each processor is assigned to a specific task. It uses the master-slave relationship, So this task is scheduled and allocated to slave or processor by the master processor. Okay. So in this sequence there is the distributed operating system. Distributed means a distributed operating system requires networking for its operation. Most of computers are connected there, and it runs on multiple machines. Means one single operating system runs on different multiple machines. So that is the distributed operating system, and it provides the facility of resources sharing among multiple systems. It runs on multiple and independent CPUs. Examples of distributed operating systems are Amoeba, and Mac and V system. Next, clustered operating system. In clustered operating system, a group of computer systems are connected to a high-speed common system. Suppose that there is the server computer and the client computer. Client computers, many computers are connected with one computer, one server computer, and share the data from the server computer and accessed by the client computer. So this is the clustered operating system. It means each system has its own peripheral devices and memory, and such systems are integrated with hardware and software cluster. Hardware cluster may be defined as sharing of high performance disk. Unified control of computer system is a form of software cluster. Example of cluster operating system include Sony PlayStation cluster, Microsoft Xbox cluster, and next one is the real-time operating system. Many times this option will arise in your mind and asking by the peoples or the exams. So what is the real-time operating system? So a real-time operating system must react to inputs and respond to them quickly. You know very well. Any operating system responds very quickly. That means the real-time operating system. So this kind of operating system cannot afford to be late with the response to an event. Such kind of operating system are used to control autonomous system. Some examples of autonomous system are robots, satellite, hydroelectric dams, etc. A real-time operating system has well-defined time constraints. It can be divided into two groups: hard real-time operating system and soft real-time operating system. That what is the hard real-time operating system? Such operating system guarantee to complete a task on time, and there should be no delay to achieve a goal. Soft real-time operating system means such operating system are less restrictive as compared to the hard real-time operating system. In these types of operating system, a critical real-time task gets priority over other tasks. The priority is retained until the task is completed. So by this way, you can real-time operating system use the priority scheduling algorithm. So algorithm meets the response requirement of the real-time applications. So these applications are used, you can say, in the remote or the key locker of the car. And in these type of devices, you will use or uses by the real-time operating system that work very quickly. So you can say this is the type of the operating systems. Now in next video we will come with the Windows operating system, that what is the Windows operating system, what types of things we will find there and what types of work will be there. So we will discuss in the next video, and continue watch the video, regularly watch the video. You should when you watching the video, you will find most of improvements and revisions in the video. So thank you for watching the video.